But let me welcome on board Gaurav Pandey, the MD and CEO at Godrej Properties, joining in on the show right now. Gaurav, hi, morning. You've clocked in your highest ever quarterly sales for the second quarter in a row in the Q3. Can we expect this kind of performance to sustain?
I think endeavor in the long term is, of course, to ensure that the trajectory that we set for ourselves is maintained and we do better. But very frankly, in our business, a lot depends on our ability to get the approvals on time, and booking value is sort of an outcome of getting those on time and launching those projects. So I wouldn't comment on quarter how we see, but yes, directionally very confident that Godrej Properties would continue to do great. FY25 guidance we've not yet deliberated and rolled out. I think that's something might be towards next quarter results we might give for FY25.
Okay, so sales booking now are hovering at all-time highs given by Godrej Aristocrat in Gurugram. With this, you have achieved over 90% of the sales booking guidance of 14,000 crore. Do you believe you can revise it higher?
I mean, giving guidance from a long term or a medium term is something which I do understand the merit. But to be giving you a specific quarter number is something I'm not want to venture out right now. But yes, very, very confident that the guidance that we've given will surely exceed that. What number we will deliver finally, it's a matter of just February and March, and thereafter we release the results, and probably we'll have something to celebrate after that.
Right, and out of the projects that have been launched in FY23, give us a sense, because some have been delayed. What has caused these delays? When can we expect the projects to actually be launched? Have they affected your guidance in any way, these delays?
So typically, as I was mentioning some time back, our business is driven by our ability to buy land, get the approvals on time, and launch these projects. So it's a constant reality check we get as we go to the department. Some approvals come as per a plan. Some approvals take time, but of course there are some upsides you get some approvals before time as well. So while these have moved to next financial year, but we've of course managed to bring certain approvals on time. So yes, our guidance is intact and we'll likely over deliver it. But these these slipovers will happen towards next financial year now.
Right. Let's talk about your commercial portfolio then, because you've stated that 4 out of the 5 balanced projects will be completed in FY25. Are you on track to achieve that, and what's the top line visibility that you're getting from your commercial portfolio?
Yeah, we're quite excited about that portfolio strategy of ours, and we see that coming totally as per a plan. The top line of the entire portfolio, which is the rental income that this portfolio will generate, is going to be about 1,100 crores. Godrej Properties' share of that would be somewhere around 275 crores.
Right. So your company has achieved slightly higher than 50% of the deliveries which you had guided for FY24. With only a quarter left, do you think you will be able to achieve deliveries of 12.5 million square feet in line with your guidance?
Yeah, sure. I think we've done about 6.6 million square feet, largely in H1. And, in our business, OCs have been towards more of the lag side of the financial year. In fact, this year it's been a bit front-ended as well, but usually quarter 4 is very intense. So yeah, with some degree of confidence, I can say that yes, we should be able to hit it.
And talk to us about the kind of traction that you're seeing on ground, given the current demand trends in the real estate space. Do you have any interesting launches lined up?
See, actually, we are in a very exciting long-term cycle uptake that we've seen in developers, which took a very strong bet on the business development side, say about 18 months from now. And all these investment decisions are getting into product design, into launches as we speak. So you saw 2 quarters back, Godrej Tropical Isle getting launched in Noida, being a best ever sales by 2,000 plus crore sales. Then we broke that record in just a matter of quarter, which is the Gurgaon launch. And we have a series of launches getting planned between this quarter and the next couple of quarters. So we have a very robust launch pipeline emanating from fantastic business development activity that our teams have generated. And now it's just about getting execution excellence piece, doing its job. So yeah, very exciting set of quarters ahead of us.
Sure. So when we interacted last with you, you were mentioning that there's an increase in debt level going forward. In Q3, your net debt has already, picked up about 11% sequentially. What's the scenario looking like going forward?
See, essentially, we've given a sort of a guidance on the long-term net D ratio being around 1:1 to ensure that we have a good balance of risk management. But at the same time, we don't lose out the opportunities that the current market is presenting out to us. So if you see our current net D is about 0.72, which is a 9-month net D. So we have a huge opportunity to capitalize. But at the same time, our collections have been firing well, which is leading into net operating cash flow surplus as well. So I would say with some amount, the net D will move up to the level that we have said. But if you just look at the last quarter, we had a 2411 crores of collections, which was a sort of 43% Y on Y growth, which led to a net operating cash flow surplus of 798 crores. Our 9-month collection was about 6,743 crores, which was 30% Y on Y increase. And that has resulted to a 1726% or 1726 crores of net operating cash in 9 months. So this net operating cash flow is sort of a cash pool available, which again we are deploying on opportunity that we see. But a combination of this and some level of headroom that the net D presents us, we want to pursue good growth opportunities where a portfolio is kind of giving us places that we can add inventory to replenish old inventory, which are getting sold out.
Right. Gaurav, great to have you on the show today. Thanks for highlighting your numbers.